Scott, you're muted.
Boomer
Well, hello,
moment.
everybody.
Boomer moment.
Welcome to the dump.
Hello there.
I'm sure Scott's talking,
Wow.
but he's been muted his mic.
Okay.
No, I'm not
Boomer.
even muted.
Whatever you
I'm not
say.
even
Boom.
muted.
You were muted, bro. Don't even try to change that up, man. I seen it. I'm drinking. I seen it and I'm drinking. You were muted.
Oh, maybe a little bit. But the thing was, is that when I hit the video clip, I didn't see any of the videos. All I had to do was watch to see when it unmuted me. And then I knew if I was muted or not, or the thing was over. I had no freaking clue what just ran. Did it run the intro?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It was a dope intro. I like that.
All right. So I froze up there. Great. That's awesome. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first ever the Humpty Dump Wednesday edition of The Dump with our special guest.
Do the Humpty Hump.
Exactly.
We do the
The
Humpty Hump.
Humpty Dump is your chance to get updated on all the things in the fandom. Come on, let's do it, baby. That's my whole idea there. All right. So, with our special guest tonight, Dmajini. Welcome to The Dump, brother. How are you doing, my man?
How you doing? Thanks for having me again.
Oh, I am happy to have you. You are our first ever official guest on the Wednesday edition of The Dump. So, that will be maybe somebody's like trivia question down the road when we're all big YouTubers, right?
That would be a beautiful thing too.
Oh, yeah.
It would
Strong
be
way
a
to
beautiful
start.
thing. Strong
Yeah.
way to start. Exactly.
All right.
Culture Casino, how are you tonight, my friend? Tell them where they
Oh,
can find you and who you are.
Well, I'm very well, and you can find me right here at Culture Casino. You can see me here on YouTube. You can see me at the same on Twitter, and I'm much more offensive on Twitter. And on YouTube, on YouTube, I'm just I'm a friendly fool. That's what I am.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to have you on The Dump anytime you want.
Yeah.
You are a co-host with also Script Doctor. How you doing, my friend?
I am okay. Just winding down from a day of work, and happy to be on here to talk some entertainment news and share some opinions.
Yes. Well, we do have some news. We're actually going to jump to an article that was not listed on the title because it just popped up on Bounding into Comics. But before we do that, let's see who's here with us. We got Storyman Jack, who I think he said something about the reminder. But again, my thing sucks. Yes, set reminder. There we go. And then one of the channel members and a great supporter of the Fandom Menace is Tina Bojan, and she says, "Good evening, friends, as always." And then some dude that was on one of my Saturday shows recently, you might know him as the Ninja. I know him as Fatal J, and he says he's here. I bet you anything he's not here right now. He was here at
Ninja vanish. Ninja.
he ninja
Vanish.
Yeah, he was here about an
What's
hour
up, Fatal?
ago, but that was nice. Yeah, man. Thank you for stopping in, Fatal.
Makini,
Bone,
what's up,
who
man?
became a fan. Yeah, Makini is one of the greatest. But we got Bone here. He says Bone 2020. Hey, can't beat a Bone in the 20s, right? Makini. Makini, my friend, is a great YouTuber, a better artist, a better person in general, and one of the best mods out there. So thank you for being here, my buddy. You guys can find Makini in his Teespring. Please check out his Teespring. Makini, drop that link so they can buy your merch because it's dope. And one of these days,
I didn't know you had a Teespring, bro. I gotta check that.
Oh, yeah.
oh, dude, you got to see that thing.
I know he's
I'm
a dope
hoping-
artist. I know that. I know that.
He's
for
a
a
dope
fact.
artist. I'm hoping one of these days he does like a half robot, half me face. They call me RoboSport because my internet sucks. So I kind of want like that T2 look with the half face movement thing going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. That would be dope. He's a great artist, man. One of my favorite names in all of YouTube, Brutal Morningwood. How are you doing, my friend? And he says, "Hey, howdy, hey." He's excited.
Howdy.
Yeah. There you Hey, have you ever heard this man Culture sing? He could sing.
Oh, you can sing?
And maybe
Let's hear it,
Oh,
man.
No.
Do it. Do it.
No.
on the spot.
Do it now.
Do it.
Do it
You-
now.
There's nothing I can sing right now that would impress anyone.
Listen, if I
Okay.
sing, you're gonna sing. All right? How about that?
Okay. Oh shit.
If I sing, you're gonna sing. How about that? I'm not gonna rap. I'll sing. How about that?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say I sing good. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna sing good, but I'll sing.
Oh, we're gonna save that. We're gonna let you guys get warmed up a little bit, get your voices going,
Okay.
and I want to. After our first article, you guys are gonna sing, so you got that much time, like 35 minutes at least, to get yourself prepared.
I'm
I've not
having
seen
trouble.
this
My internet. I'm having issues.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I like that. Like the story. There you go.
Okay, Scott. I'm sorry.
Okay. How do you pronounce that?
Lopter?
Lopter, Demon King of Inferno. I don't know who you are, but that is a dope name. Hello, good friends.
Oh, I see him on the Bounding
Darren-
live stream. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I've never had him on mine that I know of, so this is awesome. Thank you for showing up. We have Darren, like my father before me. Good dude. Hello, good friends. That's not his. I'm sorry. What's great timing? Yes, what great timing it is, my man. Everything is slow on my end. I'll just tell you guys that right now. Another awesome channel member. This is Rousa. Rousa is a channel member since I believe day one with Tina. If you want to be a channel member, go to my page, check out the link, click on it. For as little as a cup of Walton's coffee a month, you could be a channel member with Sporting News Podcast. So thank you, Rousa, for supporting us. And I'll skip down a little bit because this is going.
You got
here.
a couple super chats.
Oh, Dmajini already. Dang.
Yeah, dude, racking them up.
Steven, how you do? I only see one. Steven, how you doing, my friend? It's been a while. Steven, I believe, has a channel too, right? And you got to check out Steven too. So if someone could throw his link in. Thank you for being here. I know you support the fandom. You're always on our Steven's channel, so I don't know why. Could someone explain that to me? I mean, Stephen Walton and all, but whatever. He's getting a big head. He doesn't even show up.
Just a guy.
Guy doesn't even show up. Just a dude, just a dude that doesn't show up to my streams. I'm on his. Whatever. All right, who's the first one? Oh, here we go. We got the first super chat of the evening. Let me not skip Sam, though, because Sam was right above Dmajini. Oh, Dmaj, you didn't have to do that. And Sam says, hey, everybody, good to see you again. Sam, Nick, I love those two brothers down from under. I appreciate you guys every time. And Dmajini with a $2 super chat, my brother. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate you guys. So thank you for your payment. Now you're allowed to stay the whole time. I appreciate that. No, man, that's awesome that we all support each other. Thank you. Culture Casino is also a member of the channel, and I appreciate him for that. Memes of Destruction, another channel we all know and love. Really smart dude, so please check him out. Zachariah315, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Dega Outlaw. Okay, so I do it every time, but a Dega Outlaw and 14 Barber have an awesome stream together. They do like news of the weird, and they do things like ancient cultures that might have disappeared, alien craft, things of the weird.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, cool. You got to check it out. I believe it's a Saturday stream. Dega, let me know. I say that every time. I just find it because I'm always on YouTube. So I never really actually pay attention to when it is, and I'm sorry about that. And Sam's brother, Nick, jumps into the chat with a 30 Australian. Wow, man. Thank you so much. Hey, everyone, just dropping in to show some support. That is more than support, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Every dollar right now goes to new tech for the channel. And once I figure out how to get paid by YouTube, because I haven't got a letter from them yet, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, you haven't cracked your payments out yet?
Dude, no, dude. I've been getting paid since August, and I haven't received anything from them with like a pin or anything. So I got to look into that.
Wow.
But I'm also away. I've been away.
I have circumvented the YouTube thing, and I've been doing stream elements. I've been doing the tip jar, and it's worked out for me. I've gotten paid every single time, bro. And I'm not even monetized yet. So that's kind of like what the Twitch streamers do. I don't know, man. Look, you know something funny? And I was telling this, and the thing that's crazy about it is I actually was getting more views when I had less subs. Could you believe that crap? Like last year, I had videos that was getting 3,000-4,000 views. Now I'm like my average is 100, and I'm like, what happened? Like I don't like did I get blacklisted because they see like because I'm affiliated with the Fandom Menace? They're like, hey, we got to squash these guys. I don't know, but for whatever reason, like the more subs I get, it's like the less views I get. I don't know how that's working.
That's weird too, because your videos get better, man. I enjoy watching your videos, so I don't understand that.
Yeah, Culture, I have no idea.
Oh, I think it's clearly happening. I mean, it's been happening for a while to everybody, though. I mean, and it got really weird recently. In fact, before I popped on here, I was on in the chat on Gary's stream because Gary's live right now, and I shouldn't have said that. Great. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Now our audience is gonna. Yeah, bye. But no, but Gary's live right now, and he was talking about it, and he saw the same thing I did, and I got the same information that was starting to be shared around. Josiah Rise has actually tweeted it out that they are changing up the age restriction stuff. So instead of relying on the, no, go ahead.
I heard about the quarterings talking about that. Yeah,
and they've taken it from the kids channel. They've doubled down on it everywhere else. So if you're not like subscribed to, or if you're not like logged into YouTube or Google or whatever with your account, then you're going to have to prove that you're of a certain age. I'm not real comfortable with giving Google a whole lot of information, which is why, when my monetization comes through, it'll be through an LLC specifically for this channel for Culture Casino, because number one, I isolate myself legally. Number two, I isolate myself from taxes. And number three, I isolate myself from Google.
Yeah. I meant to do that before I actually got monetized, but it happened so quick. I wasn't able to get the LLC up yet because I think that's a smart idea for tax purposes, but also for protection from bigger corporations.
Yeah. Like, PLLC is a good way to go.
Yeah. I could have done that. But at the time, like it was like at the time when I was contemplating doing that, I wasn't making any. I'm still not making any money from YouTube, but it was like I was further back with my subs. I'm like, I don't know if I should do this now. You know what I mean? Because I had like at the time I had maybe like 600 subs or whatever. I'm like, and they want a big chunk of money, especially if I wanted to do it the right way. You got to put money up for that. Obviously, you can write that off because it becomes a write-off. But the point of it is that at the time I just had to buy a car, so it's just like everything's just like So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna rock with what I'm rocking, and then I can probably do it down the line. I don't know what I'll do, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this YouTube stuff will work. I'm just hoping to be able to make enough money to make enough money that I can at least pay my car payment from this. That'd be nice.
That would be nice, right?
That's an achievable goal.
Each state is different. Yeah, each state is different with their LLC laws, I believe. Correct.
Yep.
Culture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's a bit. That's why PLLC is usually direction. If it's available, it's usually the direction I point my friends, because it's one of those things. Now, if you don't have that option, an LLC will suffice. I mean, you essentially when you create that type of incorporation, you're creating a separate self, a separate entity. So it in of itself is a legal entity. Therefore, you are isolated, and then you become an employee of that entity, and it reduces your tax.
CEO, president, something like that.
Yeah, that's the smart way to do it. In Hollywood, they don't do it that way. They incorporate their names, which ends up you end up getting someone like Wesley Snipes, who was forever going to owe taxes because he didn't separate the two. Whereas it goes to Robert Downey Jr., who made Team Downey as his LLC, so he's hired by that and then president of that company, so he's got some separation, which also works out well. So I would say if you start noticing that you're making money above 5 figures, that's probably when you want to start doing an LLC, and then start figuring out how to do your clever write-offs so that you're making more money and not paying out as much unnecessary fees as a result.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? We are learning very good educational stuff here on Sporking News Podcast. Make sure you write this stuff down,
now, brother.
And we are here for the people. Remember that.
We are. Yes, sir.
We're here for the people.
He speaks the truth. He speaks the truth.
He does. Yes, he does.
One of those people is Fat Steven Seagal beats up Jimmy Kimmel, and he says Scott sucks. Hail Dmajini culture.
Oh boy!
I love
that, man, he's going after Jimmy Kimmel, not Anthony Anderson, for that very inappropriate speech he gave.
You know, I kept hearing everybody talk about that, and I didn't watch that. I know there was something went down with that, but I'm like,
It was really out of character for Anthony Anderson because I've known him for a couple of years and he's not like that at all. And yet all of a sudden
you know him personally?
Like, yeah, I've met him a bunch of times back when he got Blackish started. He was a great character actor. I met him, I think, a year after he did Transformers, the first Transformers,
which was a good one.
That was hilarious.
And like he was fun in that, and he likes being that boisterous big guy that has all the crazy stuff to spat out, but. This was very out of character for him, and I'm like, I don't recognize this guy. Who is this person on stage?
It's I know, and me being your honorary black guy on your panel, I just think I think that look, I always say this: are we out of the woods? I don't think we're fully out of the woods, but. Are we as bad as it is in the 1940s, back in the day? No. Can we please stop acting like we're back in the 40s and 30s? Please stop. My great, like I was telling you, I told you guys before, my great grandmother was white, and my grandfather was obviously black, right? So back then, that was a crime. That was a crime back then. You couldn't do stuff like that back then.
Wait,
so that's when things were bad. Right now, it's not. It's not as bad as look. Can we improve? Sure, there's always room for improvement. But can we please stop acting like we got freaking Jim Crow laws going on and stuff like that? That just really bothers me.
The only good thing to come out of the 30s was fashion and the value of the dollar. If we can get those two things back, I think we'd be okay. But I don't want any of the rest of the stuff. No war, no prohibition, no Great Depression. Just give me like suits with cool fedoras that are not hipstery,
like a suit,
women in beautiful pencil dresses, and I can buy a car for $20. That's what I want.
Yeah, right. You know what?
Yo, zoot suits are beautiful. Zoot suits are beautiful. Pencil skirts, though, those are the hottest. When women wear those,
mama, you got jokes.
Yeah, here, mama.
Women dressing like Girl Friday. That's some hot stuff. That's
yeah, right.
It means
and look who else is in the chat and not on the panel. Ord's Board. Well,
what's up, Ord's Board? Hey, why you not in the panel, bro? Get up in here. Get up in here.
Invite anytime. Anytime. But all right, so Steven, welcome. Thanks for showing up. I mean, it's only 7:30.
What's up, Steven? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Just got home from work. Did I just hear that Dmajini's black? What?
Yes, don't tell anybody.
Look. Let's be fair. Dmajini is all races in one man, like the '99 Summer Jam. That's what I am.
Nice. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Hail to the chat. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
So, how you been today, Steven? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah,
you're out of work.
Yep.
All right. Well, then maybe you want to hear about this article.
Sure.
From Culture Casino. Because I can't read shit here, you know that. I can't. My computer would crash or slow down. So what is this, Culture? Let us know.
Well, this is from Bounding Into Comics, and this says a new rumor claims to provide update on Pedro Pascal's rumored exit from The Mandalorian Season 2. Reading on, a brand new rumor claims to provide details on Pedro Pascal's rumored exit from The Mandalorian Season 2. I'm going to try to refrain from what Steven does, but isn't that exactly what the damn title of the article says?
Anyway,
it's a staple of Bounding. They repeat their title as their first sentence.
Here we go again. Right? These new rumors follow a rumor from YouTuber Grace Randolph, who claimed Pascal left the production of The Mandalorian halfway through the production of Season 2. Randolph specifically stated while filming Season 2, Pedro Pascal really wanted to have some scenes with his helmet off. However, she added the Mandalorian creative team wouldn't budge on this. Randolph then claimed Pedro Pascal, from what I've heard from two sources now, was frustrated about this and also was pretty darn uncomfortable in the Mando suit on set. So he became difficult. Well, I can understand that. The final straw was that he went to Lucasfilm, from what I've heard from my sources, to try to get them to intervene on his behalf. And you combine that with Lucasfilm already trying to get involved with story aspects of Season 2, which I've also heard, including focusing more on standalone episodes rather than making them more connected, which I've heard the Mandalorian creative team wanted to do, which was kind of happening at the end of Season 1, she added.
Correct.
Finally, she stated, so when Pedro Pascal went to Lucasfilm, the Mando team was like, you know what? You should just go. And Pedro Pascal did. And what finally happened halfway through the filming. Oh, and that finally happened halfway through the filming. There you go. Now, a new rumor from YouTuber Overlord Doomcock, our Overlord Doomcock.
All hail Doomcock.
All hail Doomcock. Claims to provide details on Randolph's original rumors. And there's the video. And if you haven't watched that yet, you probably should.
Yes.
Before
after this complete.
Yeah, don't
show.
go now.
Yes.
Don't go now. Don't go now. We already lost half of you to Gary, so don't go now.
To Gary, right?
Before Doomcock, that was almost a Freudian.
Say the cock right.
Yeah, a lot of
Before.
Don't make me laugh like that, bro. I'm gonna spit my drink out.
Okay. Okay. Before Doomcock gets into the specifics of his rumor, he does clarify that it is a rumor. He always does that. He explains, consider what you are about to hear to be unverified and take these rumors with a grain of salt. He always does that.
Correct.
Doomcock then gets into the information he has heard from his sources. First, Doomcock says the main source did not hear anything about Pascal walking off the set of Season 2 of The Mandalorian. He explains, initially one of my best sources claimed that he or she didn't know anything about there being problems with Pedro Pascal. My source claims that Pedro didn't walk off the show as rumored. Season 2 has been finished quite a while, and they are moving forward with production on Season 3 and 4, he added, which I know for a fact is true.
Yes.
They should be in their aircraft hangar right now.
You want to elaborate?
Well, Disney set up an aircraft hangar to do their productions for certain shows, including moving and building a new stagecraft element over there. So supposedly you're going to be living in your virtual city while you're shooting a series.
That's true.
Isolated.
How crazy is that, right? I heard that too, and I didn't know if that was true. That is crazy.
Yeah. Do they have a strip bar?
Yeah,
no.
That's the important questions right there. That's the very important questions.
Anyway, however, Doomcock would hear a different story from another source. He elaborated, according to this source, one of our most reliable insiders, there is indeed a problem with Pedro Pascal. Pedro has felt very frustrated at being hidden behind a mask. I'm going to add words, and wanting FaceTime on the show. Later, he stated, my source claims that Pedro Pascal was jealous over Gina Carano and Baby Yoda getting all the attention when he is the actual star of the show, and this did indeed lead. I'm going to just fix it to some friction.
Yeah,
okay. Man. All right. Sorry.
You see culture. You see what I go through.
I do.
What I go through now. Okay.
I do. Yeah. And I repeated the title 3 times at the beginning. So yeah. So Doomcock then appears to cite 2 other sources. He begins saying, so my initial source admitted that Pedro Pascal was unhappy with the mask situation, but claimed it wasn't as ugly as Randolph had depicted. Pascal never went to Kathleen Kennedy, as the claims say. He continued, according to the source, Kennedy is completely marginalized as far as The Mandalorian goes. That's true. So she has no power to change anything Favreau and Filoni want to do at this point. Also true. So any suggestions that Pascal wanted to get Kathleen Kennedy to intercede for him
Take a breath.
To intercede for him is reportedly bogus. There. Okay. Fixed it. This source claims. Sorry, guys.
That sounds better to me.
Can I stop for 1 second and just say,
absolutely.
Can we enjoy the loveliness that is Gina Carano right now?
Hell to that.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah. Listen, have you guys real quick, just a little side note, have you seen that episode of The Boys with Popclaw fatality, her roommate, the landlord? Yeah, I'd let Gina do that to me. She could, that'd be a good way to go out. I'm just saying.
Yes. One more time, Sporking, please. Just one more. Thank you.
Anytime. She is the goddess princess of this channel.
That's right, and she can stay on the screen for the rest of the show. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have to scroll anymore. But that would mean I'd have to stop reading, and that might save our audience a while.
Oh my God!
Wrong one. My bad. Sorry, wrong one. Sorry, that was wrong. I am so sorry for that.
I didn't even see that. I was on another screen. Thank God.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened?
No, it's just that it's a Halloween scary face that came up. It's okay. We're all right. Everybody's okay.
I would tip her to talk shit to me. I'm fascinated with Gina.
Yeah, Did you see what DJ Scandalous said in the chat?
What DJ say?
No. Hold on. First off, thank you, Toxic Man Flu, for the $1.49 super sticker. And DJ Scandalous said what?
He said, look at all these all-stars.
Yep. No.
That's it.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this one. You ever seen those women busting watermelons with their thighs? Gina can do that with my head. Yes, sir.
Hail, brother.
Yes, sir, DJ. I need to have DJ back on this channel. We got to hook that up again, DJ. That was a lot of fun. And you are so right, sir. So right. I think Lewis says it pretty good, too. First, we'll say Toxic Man Flu with another $2 saying, I are college educated. I are read well.
It's not me. It's the words on the page.
And the beautiful,
you cook me eat.
Yeah, exactly. And the beautiful Jayne Theory with a $3 sticker. Thank you, Jayne.
We miss you, Jayne.
Busy.
The lovely Jayne.
We love you and miss you. And I don't know what is that sticker. Anybody?
It's a little. It's a little. Yeah, it's a little rockin' foxin' thing. Yeah.
Jayne is one of my favorite people. I miss you, Jayne. I can't wait for you to come back to the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's busy, man.
Hopefully Saturday we'll see her. She's a busy woman. And her channel, dude, she drops videos almost every day, and they're awesome. So please, guys, check out Jayne Theory. You most likely already are if you're checking out my channel, but if you haven't, please check her out.
You might have to do what I do. I watch her videos twice, and that's just because I get lost in the tone of her voice during the first one. I can't hear shit. Then I got to go back and watch and get the information.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, author Toxic Man Flu wants to know: would you do a coffee enema in real life if Gina gave it to you?
Oh,
son of a bitch! I mean, it's exit only, bro. Like, no, nothing.
If Gina said first this, then me, no, like I'll hang out with you for a day.
Like maybe at the same time. I don't know. It's like a beer bong thing. I don't know. No.
You freaky bastard. I like it though. Okay.
A little weird there.
Let's move on. Before we move on, what do you guys think about what we're hearing right now? Does it sound more feasible what Doomcock is reporting than what we have heard what Grace Randall?
Well, I watched the Doomcock video, the recent one where he was talking about this, and I took it with a grain of salt. I was instructed to do that, but it sounds like he's going to be. If this happened, he's going to be back. He's going to be, but he's not going to be. He's not going to be in the suit any longer. So he's just going to be doing the voice acting for it, which you could take one of two ways. Either the suit was too uncomfortable for him, or he had such a conflict of interest that he did not want to be on screen without the helmet on, which sucks because that's what you signed up for, bro. Like, you're getting paid pretty well to do that, and everybody knows who you are because I mean, especially us Game of Thrones fans. I loved him in Game of Thrones.
Right. Oh, he was awesome, man.
Yeah.
He was
awesome. Dmajini, don't you think it's actually cooler knowing it's him under the hood? Like knowing we don't have to see that face because we know what he looks like already.
But I will say this: the one thing that I was taken aback from was the whole they have to keep their helmet on, which I'm kind of what I'm learning is that particular clan in Mando that does that because Sabine and her clan. They didn't care, and Clone Wars is still officially canon, and the Mandos on Sabine's side they just had their helmets off all day long. You know what I'm saying? And even Boba in the Clone Wars didn't have his face covered up either, especially when he was a kid. You know, before he put his father's armor on.
Right.
Was it his father's armor? I don't think it was his father's armor.
Yeah, he did, but he doesn't. I don't think he's considered a Mandalorian.
I know now he isn't, but in the old EU, he was actually. They kind of did like.
He was Jasper Morel, an Imperial agent who found Mandalorian armor, and then he turned himself into a Boba Fett bounty hunter. And
there you go.
And they retconned him 3 times since then, including in the EU.
Holy cow, that's crazy. Yeah. The Gilkman's here, everybody. The Gilkman.
What's up, Gilkman?
Please check out Thomas Gilkey's channel, guys. He is one of the biggest supporters, like the biggest supporter of every channel that's like all the big channels. Yeah, he definitely
does.
He was there when they were
supports mine too, yeah.
Yeah, he supports us all. So thank you, Thomas. And I have a new channel member, and that is Storyman Jack. Hey. I couldn't tell you what level, but I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that.
Storyman Jack. Storyman Jack has become a member at the Hot Pie level.
Thank you, Storyman Jack. And remember, you get to be part of our you're giving Culture Casino a little more work because he'll have to update the final screen we show, but stay tuned for that because you will be a part of that. He does a great job with that. Why don't we read a little bit more? But I don't know. Does anybody else have feelings on this before we read ahead?
I have pants feelings for the picture, but other than that,
I got a better picture for you in a minute. But how about that? I actually got 2 better pictures for you, but we'll save that.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what else say? What I'll say is I can understand from Pedro's perspective if he's upset that he's not getting his face out there, because that's kind of a big part of being an actual actor, not just a voice actor.
True, I will say that. Yeah.
When he was pitched the idea of the Mandalorian, he probably had a little bit of research done with what the Mandalorians were being treated like in Star Wars, and saw them without helmets and saw them not always in their armor, and figured that's what he would be doing. And then as he gets into the neck deep of production, he realizes, oh, hey, I am never getting out of this costume, even if I'm not in it most of the time. It's mostly the stunt guy, because it mostly will be.
That is a logical assumption.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like putting him through this weird part, because if, say, he is going to be filming maybe 1 or 2 scenes without his mask on, that means he has to go to the Mandalorian camp, and he has to stay there the entire production, which means he can't work on anything else in between, even though he's only providing his voice for majority of what the production is. So I can see a problem with that. Like, sure, he's getting paid, but he's also missing opportunities where he could do something where he doesn't have to be covered head to toe in a costume where no one can see his face.
Yeah, I want to piggyback off of that real quick too.
Please.
One of the things I want to say is it kind of plays with like what happened with John Boyega, where like people saying, "Oh, well, you know what, the way his character was treated or whatever." But I guess you guys want to remember one thing that Mark Hamill has said that stuck with me is that when it came to Star Wars stuff, at least back before it became a dumpster fire and we kept getting all these leaked things all the time, they would, it was basically like the Diamond District. The person would come with like a freaking suitcase, handcuffed to his hand with the script, so you wouldn't know what your things were going to be until they wanted you to know. So I can see how he could probably be like, oh, well, I'll be able to show my face. And then you find out later, when a guy comes with the suitcase strapped to his hand, be like, yo, you can't take your helmet off. So I can see where he could have that issue. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Finn, where people like, oh, you knew you were going to be a janitor. He probably didn't know he was going to be a janitor. He probably thought he was going to be a Jedi. Because you remember when they first had that first commercial and they showed him reacting to him picking up the lightsaber? He was hype. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
he was hyped when he said, like, I was hyped for him. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna get a freaking 2 new Jedi in this, because he picked up the lightsaber or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then that wasn't what happened. So I can see where that, what they were pitched and what they're gonna do could be 2 different things. Yeah. I can see how that can happen.
Though. I can see how it happens, but I disagree. I know script. I take your word usually as Bible when it comes to stuff like this. But to me, this guy was on his way up. People knew Pedro Pascal from Naruto. They knew him from Game of Thrones. I think he was already announced for Wonder Woman. He was doing his part in Wonder Woman already.
He did his part in Wonder Woman. He was in the Kingsman, The Golden Circle.
Yes. Yes. So to me, though, a guy who's that high, at least at the moment, a B level,
on the rise.
Almost A-lister. He's on the rise. I think they would let him know more than, you're never taking, like, I don't think no one would say, no, you're never taking it off. They might have said, like, for the majority of at least season 1, you're going to keep it on. And that's where the conflict happened in season 2, maybe. But I can't imagine he didn't know that this character, his clan, does, like, one of the biggest things is not taking your helmet off in front of other people. Like, I just can't imagine that wasn't discussed somewhere in the beginning. That's all. I can't see it. I don't know. But the Guilt Man for $4.99. Thank you, my brother. You didn't have to do that. Sporking is better than Steven. You could do that, though, because he doesn't force himself onto me. That is true. We have the video footage. Much love to all of you. Thank you for all you do. Voices are heard. Thank you, my friend. They are heard. And keep speaking, man. Keep making those videos. Subscribe to the Guilt Man, guys. We're trying to get him up to 600 now. I believe he's at like 550 something or 530. It changes with YouTube. 1 minute you're at 550, the next minute you're at 530. So
I know.
Yeah, it happens. I gained 1 sub in the month of August, it told me, even though I gained like 45 and it just dropped 46 of them or some crazy shit like that. I don't know. Storyman Jack says, sorry, I couldn't do it higher one yet. But oh no, dude, don't worry about that. I said $2.
Never apologize. Are you kidding?
Yeah, you're giving me money.
Supporting for being supportive of one another, man. Dude.
I would never, ever be upset with someone actually like giving me money for this shit that I do. I appreciate that. You're an amazing, you're an awesome YouTuber. Check out Storyman Jack. You guys might know him as George B.D. Lucas. Big dick, that is, Lucas, but he goes by Storyman Jack now, and he has a great channel. And another person with a great channel, Lady Tauriel. She is one of my, she's a great, dude, she read all
she's a
5
big supporter.
Yeah, man.
Huge. I wish her internet's worse than mine, if you could believe that. And
wow.
She's usually on my A Song of Ice and Fire channel, and she read book 1 through book 5 of the Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire books. She started in like late May and she finished in August, and the woman has the greatest theories. Yeah, she's really amazing with that. So much love to her, and we will be talking about Jon Snow in a minute, or lack of Jon Snow. All right, so why don't we move on with this article and see where it goes?
On purpose? All right.
Yeah.
I'm liking where it's at
just
right here.
Slowly roll up, though. Slowly.
Okay.
Go up slowly.
Right.
Slowly. God, she is easily gorgeous. Sorry.
This source claims that Pedro.
What?
Huh?
You guys are going to make me say bad words. Okay.
Okay. You already did.
The source claims that Pedro Pascal only mentioned the situation to George Lucas one day while George Lucas was visiting the set. So this source claims that while indeed Pascal was unhappy about the situation, the whole incident was being blown out of proportion, Cock added. He then stated, people this source has spoken to claim the situation has been addressed, and my source couldn't understand why this was all being brought up now. However, Doomcock then stated, my source concluded that they could neither confirm nor deny that Pedro Pascal would be in Season 3 of The Mandalorian. Doomcock would then cite a new source. According to the last-minute source, Pedro Pascal did indeed speak to George Lucas on the set of The Mandalorian one day.
Well, he's on the set. I mean, come on, it's George Lucas.
Everybody's going to talk to George Lucas if he's on the set.
No, you're not allowed to talk to George Lucas.
I know.
No, you're not allowed to make eye contact.
He's got people around him. Make sure you don't get too close.
Where's Tom when you need him with his interpretation? But anyway,
George,
there you go. Yeah, that's it. You guys got it. Okay, so he knew. He knew that Favreau and Filoni both respect George's opinion, and he was hoping that George could make Favreau and Filoni see the light, look at things from Pascal's perspective and get him some FaceTime on the show. This apparently didn't work, and at that point, the problems began. Pascal allegedly became very difficult to work with. He would pull the helmet off in the middle of scenes without warning. He started getting his lines wrong, showing up for work late.
I'm sorry. It's like a kid having a tantrum. I don't know if I want to.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's kind of making me sad for him right now.
If it's true,
we just don't want to hear it, though. Yeah, if it's true, we're taking this with a grain of salt. But like, think about it. If it is
talking
true,
about a man who doesn't know his own pronouns.
Right, sabotaging because you don't get your way sounds about right for somebody that's in the acting field.
Sure. So his attitude started causing a lot of friction on set that at one point he was told to leave the set, Doomcock continued. He then added that apparently the source of the rumor that he walked off the set. No, he then added, this apparently is the source of the rumor that he walked off the set. It seems he was
put on timeout. He acted up.
He was given a timeout. Absolutely.
Go sit on your couch in the trailer. Go now. No, go. Sorry.
Right. It seems
leave the helmet.
Leave the helmet.
Just leave the helmet and go to your trailer. No, not until the scene, and you will not take it off. We will staple that. Yeah, leave it.
Are you guys done?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir. Go on. Sorry. Why am I apologizing on my own show? I don't know, but thank you, sir. Sorry.
Respect
your internet broke up. I don't understand.
I respect the hair.
Okay. It seems he didn't quit so much as he was told to get the F out. Okay. Later, Doomcock says, but here's the kicker, folks. My initial source said the situation was resolved, and they could neither confirm nor deny that Pedro Pascal will return for season 3 of The Mandalorian.
So did you say he's too legit to quit?
Hey.
Too legit to quit. Hey, too legit. Toxic Man Flu for $2. Scott, I am tossing you coins for literally poop. LOL. Thank you, sir. Sure. I'll take it anytime. Don't throw poop, throw coins. I'm good with that. Yeah. So, Pedro got a timeout. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else important? Tell me.
Yes, there's still a little bit, yes.
Well, there might be.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I just hope this doesn't turn into a complete Baby Yoda. Oh, excuse me. I almost said the wrong words. The Space Mogwai show. I hope it doesn't turn into that.
The Space Mogwai. Well, it does seem like a gremlin thing.
It's freaking Gizmo with no freaking hair. Come on.
I think that's some shit. You're right, Dave.
And you know the problem is, Dmajini, they had an idea for this baby in season 1. I knew this was going to happen because once they didn't realize the gold mine they had, but once the executives realized the gold mine they had in that little freaking Baby Yoda soup, they decided, you have to force this now. It has to be in every scene. We need everything to be Baby Yoda. It's no longer The Mandalorian. It's the Yoda show with a guy that doesn't want to wear his helmet.
Listen, here's the one thing I would say. I would have been cool with this, but I hate the fact that
that's not
it's basically a baby. You know, like I always, I don't know if you noticed, but I've said this before on my channel. I go by Mass Effect years. So in Mass Effect, the Asari, the beautiful blue Asari that's in there, they live to be about 1,000 years, which is basically on par with what the species that Yodas would live. So the when you begin Mass Effect 1, Shepard meets Liara. She's about 120 years old. So that's about, her at 120 years old was about almost like, you know, our 20-year-old. Like in their years, 120 was like a 20-year-old.
Okay.
Space Mogwai is about 50 years old. So that would be about half. So it would probably be like a preteen. I would have loved, they could have kept this creature the same look, but just made it more independent. That it didn't have to depend on, you know, the Mandalorian. You know what I mean? I don't like the fact that it doesn't speak. It doesn't all this. Like it's literally a baby. You know, come on.
Right. I thought it was going to be. I thought that's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be the Yoda act, like the Yoda meeting Luke act, but it's gone on now for a whole season. Do you, Script Doctor, do you think it's still an act?
I'm hoping it is, just because I did the math in one of my videos, and if you wanted to equate it that a species of this type is still an infant with an undeveloped brain and communication skills at 50, that would make Yoda approximately 18, 19 years old when he's teaching Luke Skywalker. And it just doesn't add up because he's clearly a lot wiser than that. So his mind and cognition is equivalent to humans. So time passes the same way. The brain speed grows the same way. So I'm thinking this is all an act just because their species maintains a very small stature for a very long portion of their lives. So it's probably the only way he can survive in the majority of the galaxy is to, feign, play possum, so to speak. Because there's not much that he can do. And until he is reunited with his people, whomever they are, this is what he's stuck in until he grows twice in size. Because I think Yoda's like 2.5, 3 feet in height.
Yeah, 3 feet.
By the end.
About 3 feet, yeah.
3 feet.
And this one here is still like 12 inches. So he's he's a third of the way there. And he's very young, so he's still got a lot of ways to go. And also some of the attitudes that the child exhibits in the season pretty much telegraph that he knows more of what's going on than what he's letting on. So I'm really hoping it's going to be something like at the very end when he finally gets reunited with his people. He says, "Thank you for bringing me home. Sorry, I had to play like a kid for a bit." And did you notice you never had to change me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
That's a good point you brought up because when they showed in the trailer when he's about to fight the guys in the ring or whatever. He has the foresight to put the blast shield over him. He goes beep and goes aside the thing. So it's not like this. It's not like he's completely not knowing his surroundings, which is why I wish they would. If they again like you were saying, if Yoda was that age and you do the math, he's about 18. So that doesn't make any sense. So like I said, if you're using you were using the Yoda scale, I was using the Liara scale. If you were using those scales for the length of time, he should be at least like 13 in our years at 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
He'd be a preteen, either a preteen or a teenager. You know what I'm saying?
In size, but not necessarily maturity, and that's the trick that we have to are stuck being the receiving end of. Sorry, that's the trick we're in the receiving end of because we don't know what's going on with this character. I think they're going to milk his innocence as long as they can, just because it's an easy thing for them to maintain interest in the show. I think once they realize the show is probably going to lose viewers and stuff is when they'll reveal, he can talk, this is who he is, and then we're just going to wrap him up and start a new story to bring in more cuteness or what have you. Once they can't exploit that anymore.
Baby Jar Jar.
Two things I think about when discussing this character is one, what kind of a race, what kind of a planet does this race live on that an infant can be this vulnerable at the age of 50 in their society and in their world? Also, and comparing it to to humans, for instance, there have been cases over the last 100 years where their children have been recovered that have lived in the wild, and even children at the age of 4 and 5, instinctually, if they're in the wild without any parental supervision for some time, develop skills to know to avoid danger, or
they learn to run away.
They learn to run away, but there's also. Well, yeah, but I mean, there's just this natural instinctiveness. I believe that Disney Lucasfilm referring to this character as the child gives some clue. I don't think it's a baby anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe it just doesn't know how to communicate.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
I think just in comparison to the rest of the species, he's still considered a child, just like, a 60-year-old parent still considers a 35-year-old kid a child.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Soul Assassin says, heard someone ask, what if Ahsoka used the time travel gimmick and makes Baby Yoda actual Yoda?
Like she went back in time and snatched Yoda from 1,000 years
Baby
ago.
Yoda, yeah. That would be that's ridiculous if it is. I'll say that right off the rip. I don't even want to think about that. That's ridiculous.
I mean, there's possibilities here. Number one, like the species name might either be Minch, which is the original name of what Yoda was by Lee Brackett in this first Star Wars sequel script, or they might just end up called the actual Jedi, because we know there's a species called Sith in the Star Wars canon. So
true.
And red and green. There you go, opposite colors of the light and dark side. So they might pop out into that point.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, the Jedi just means that, if you learn the ways of a Jedi, you are a Jedi, but not like a literal Jedi, because that's only Yoda and this child.
Excuse me.
Just like the Sith, there's not an actual Sith. It's just,
Sith is a religion.
It's a religion, but it's also a species. Yeah,
exactly. I know they would have red skinned.
With the mandibles.
That the Dark Jedi, the Dark Jedi had crash. Well, they were cast out, and they basically landed on that planet where the Sith were, and the Sith were amazed. Like they knew about the Force, but they didn't know how to use it.
Right.
And when the Dark Jedi came there, who knew how to use it, they basically were treated like gods, and they just basically made it with them and just took over, basically.
Right, and they went to war and basically bred them out. I mean, yeah.
I agree with memes of destruction here, though. The kid, if it goes by Yoda's age, would be about 5-6 years old. So I agree with that. But still, at 5 or 6, you could have full-blown conversations where your kid tells you, lies.
At 4 years old, I was like, I can't wait till I turn 18.
Yeah.
When I was 4 years old, I was ready to get the hell out of my house.
Exactly. That's how it is. And another thing with this too is I people are saying they hope that they tell us the species and stuff, and it's going to be something like that, the Jedi, or like how the Mandalorian.
First off, I think it was better to be left a mystery. Secondly, I don't trust anything under the two. I don't trust anything still attached to Kathleen Kennedy that has anything to do with any more material. 3.
Well, what I was going to say is,
unless Lucas is actually involved and is actually guiding such a project, I would consider it as irrelevant as I do whether or not Rey is a fucking Mary Sue.
Right. Right. Well put, my friend. Well put. Is there anything else of the article?
Yeah, I can read more if you'd like to suffer the rest of this.
Torturous culture. Pinch our nipples.
I like to torture the 34 people in the chat. Please hit that like button, share out the link, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks, Eddie. Go on.
The smash button. Like the smash button.
That. Yes, sir.
He continued.
I'm sorry.
He continued, well, my news source claims the situation is resolved all right. Pedro Pascal will not be returning to the set of The Mandalorian. From season 3 onward, he will only be recording lines for The Mandalorian. He will no longer be appearing on camera. It will be someone else in the suit. Doomcock elaborates, this satisfies Pascal. He will have to work a lot less, and will no longer have to be shoved into that uncomfortable costume all day.
I have a question. If Doomcock ends up getting tired of his suit, can he hire one of us to stand in it in the videos, and he can just do the voiceover?
Totally do that.
Can we get Dmajini and Doomcock's outfit for? Nobody knows it's
that would be dope.
You see, like the skin on the helmet, and that was it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
And it satisfies the crew, as the guy in the suit will no longer be pulling off his helmet in the middle of takes and complaining to George Lucas. What do you make of these new rumors? Do you think Pascal will return for season 3 in the suit, or will he only be doing voice acting moving forward?
I think most of it is overblown. I think perhaps to make him look bad. He doesn't, this is a man on Twitter who doesn't know his own pronouns, has to tell everybody what they are. But still, I like Pedro. And to be honest, I think this is probably maybe something blown up.
Yeah, I think
an issue that's been blown up, more than what it was. But okay, on the real, I think that he might have had an issue with never taking the helmet off. And as other people on the panel have pointed out, that's something that in other Mandalorian lore has not been a thing. And so a little bit of face recognition for the work that he's doing, like for not a big reveal, but maybe for certain sequences, I think that would be justified. And so, we'll see if there's any truth to it, but that's how I look at it. I mean, at the end of the day,
they can give him moments when he's just with the baby. They can give him moments where he's just with the Yoda
he's
baby.
Holding the baby. He's got his armor off and everything. He's like holding it against his bare skin with like a
oh God,
just in the back, giving him a papa. Yeah, okay, I hear you, Scotty.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, me personally, I don't think if he was to do, oh boy,
kind of like that, Steven? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Oh my God!
Similar to that?
So I'm gonna Photoshop Baby Yoda in his arms there.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I'm just wondering, is that it? Because hold on, please, people, please hold. What are you trying to say to us, Steven? What are you trying to say? You son of a bitch!
Thank
nerd
you,
cookies.
You for drawing me this nerd.
Those are some cookies.
Thank you. Well, I wanted milk. I wanted milk with my cookies.
All I know is that I think to me, if he was going to do like what they say he's going to do, and they're going to make it do voice acting, would that be like a considerable pay cut though? I'm just saying.
No,
you're not
depends on what his agent negotiates.
Well, that is true, but I don't know. But anyway, real quick, before you move on, can you share my screen real quick?
Oh yeah, I was about to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hello.
I just want to show y'all something. So listen, look, I know Junk 3PO is all about Gina, but look, me and her look good together. And big shouts to Fat Steven Seagal, because he's the one who put this together. I didn't do this. This was him. So I had no idea this was going to happen. But look, me and her look good together. I'm just saying, Gina, hit your boy up. I'm just saying, a little ebony and ivory. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that popping, baby.
The kids would be beautiful.
They'd be gorgeous.
People want you guys together. People want you guys together, and I think that's important. God, she's gorgeous.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, I'm known as a pimp, but she's a pimp breaker. She could break me. I'm just saying. I might fold under that pressure. I'm just saying.
Break a lot of men. Break a lot of men.
He just become the goddamn hero of the Fandom Menace. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh my God, awesome. It's a beautiful thing.
I love her for that.
I love her. Yeah.
All right, so let us go on to what we have next. Culture, what do we got here? Let's see if I can get this up. There we go.
We have Fat Steven Seagal.
Yes.
What the hell's that?
Apparently, it's me reading.
Oh
my God!
The book of bad words and Gina Carano's.
I thought their eyes were oddball boobs.
No.
That is disturbingly awesome. That is disturbingly awesome.
I think
that's
it's good.
great.
I like Mr. Burns
stuff.
being photoshopped with culture.
It looks like his hands, right?
Yeah,
those are 3 fingers.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steven.
You, Culture Casino. Thank you, Steven Seagal beats up Jimmy Kimball.
Kimmel. Why? Whoa, Steven's.
Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to remove
Steven's
that,
gone.
but you already X'd it out and it was frozen, so I took out Steven. Sorry.
Wow, that's all right. That's all right.
Sorry.
Are we ready for a commercial break?
Yes, let's have a commercial break. Do I need to blow you up?
Yeah, blow me up.
All right.
Can't hear shit.
Yeah, he forgot to share audio.
Yeah, nice going. Hey, what's going on?
Okay, Boomer.
Nice.
No, let's see if we can match this up with the beats, the little the bounces when we talk, the little echo thing.
Someone
it's
that.
Scott.
The man with the $50 mouth just stumbled his words.
Yeah, pretty much.
Look.
I don't know what's going on. The sound is never working anymore.
What is going on, man? We were looking forward to that. You dropped the ball, Macho Man.
Yeah, damn it.
Shellback wants you to know no audio, Boomer.
Why do I come on this show?
High quality
production,
folks.
You like the abuse?
Become a channel member today. High quality entertainment.
Yes.
Steven, you're reading the next article because I can't do it again.
Oh, great. I like
that was fun. That was fun to listen to you.
No, Steven, you heard him. You heard him.
All right, I did smoke a joint. I guess I can do this. Right.
Yeah, you should. We're gonna read the one that's
which one is
the second one up, Jon Snow one.
Bleeding Fool. All right.
Yeah, because it pisses me off.
See, Time Prophet said he heard sound, so it's just the rest of y'all.
Really?
He probably just heard us.
While Steven's doing that, why don't we try one more time and we'll all be quiet?
No, because then you're going to make fun of me again. That's totally going to
make
me.
fun of you.
Not at all.
Make fun of you.
No. Why would we do that?
We'll just let Script Doctor make a script for us.
Shh. Hi, Thomas.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Steven.
You're looking really
I love
sexy.
you, Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas.
You're
do
my
you love
future
me?
ex-husband, Thomas.
Yeah, you said something like that. Yeah. And then I come in. Are you trying to take Thomas away from me, Steven?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, let's
All
watch
right.
the Snyder cut together, Thomas. You can
Thomas.
You can stroke my Ords board.
And he's like, well, leave me alone, Steven. And you're like, no, I tell you what to do. And then you're like, I got frozen meat here.
I know how to treat my simps, Thomas.
Yeah, something like that.
You piece of shit. Give me some money.
Okay. And then we get to a point where, Steven gets large. And there he is. Hey, Thomas. I got no shirt on and no beard. I look like a 12-year-old. Would you touch me?
Fucking got that.
Look at me touch my facial
God.
hair. There you go, baby.
Oh my God. I'm about to wash my eyes out with holy water.
Bear. Bear. That's
Bear, nerd fun. Wait a minute. There he is right here. Coming up on your bottom right, people. Okay. Where's the other article?
All right, hold on.
Well, wait a minute. We got something right here first. What's this, Dmajini?
This is another thing from Fat Steven Seagal.
Oh, bring
honorary
it up.
black guy.
Steven ain't right.
So awesome.
Oh
That's
my
right,
God.
Can we get hashtag honorary black guy to be a thing, please? Let's show up in the dark capsule and start putting that
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Put that in there. Honorary black guy. I got my honorary black guy card.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, just throw everybody off when you show them that.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? Game of Thrones star Kit Harington is done with Jon Snow-like roles.
Yes.
Good ones. He's done with good roles.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that because you're right.
You're very welcome.
Let me blow it up here a little bit.
You're not just smart and handsome. I'm the complete
Take
package.
care, Storyman Jack. Thank you for being here, buddy. And thank you for becoming a member. Guys, make sure you guys check out Storyman Jack's channel. He breaks down writing. He does his own writing and readings. So it's really great stuff, guys. So please check him out. Thank you for becoming a member today.
Have a good night.
All right.
So what we got, Culture?
Culture? You want him to read?
Oh, yeah, it's Steven. Sorry, Steven.
Game of Thrones star Kit Harington is done with Jon Snow-like roles. This was on Bleeding Fool. Please go check them out by Tom Chang. Jon Snow may know nothing, but the actor Kit Harington knows enough to come back. The Game of Thrones star, like the character, feels he's paid more than his fair share in Westeros for the role, spending 8 seasons and 10 years of his life and surviving 2 terrible showrunners on HBO's fantasy series. Speaking with The Telegraph in the UK, Harington said heroic roles like that of Jon and the masculinity the character represents no longer needs to be put out into the world. Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
No, please.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yes, Harington went there, dude. I am so upset with this article right now. I am so disgusted. I understand he's like a very sensitive dude. He's also in recovery, so maybe he's feeling himself right now and trying to
I'm a real man.
Work out some demons, but
I'm a real man. Fuck masculinity.
He has a bad
Grab
sponsor.
yourself by the balls. Can all these bitch ass dudes please just move the fuck off to an island somewhere and just die out? Please grab your nuts, brother. All right, love yourself.
Well, wait till you hear what the guy says at the end of this. It's a short article. Wait till you hear what the guy says at it, because he puts it perfectly. So just keep
all right. I'm going to read it. I feel that emotionally men have a problem, a blockage, and that blockage has come from the Second World War, passed down from grandfather to son. No,
it's come from all time. It's
genetics, bro.
Any blockage we have, we fix with our wives. That's how it works.
That is hail to that, or your side, bitch. Harington said, "We do not speak about how we feel because it shows weakness, because it is not masculine. Men do show their feelings, but no, as a general rule of thumb, we pretty much keep things to ourselves, because the ego of a male is that of projecting strength, of acquiring things, of becoming successful throughout their life. Like, that is how we are geared, from showing off when we're kids on bikes, building ramps and jumping off those motherfuckers, to showing off in front of chicks when we're in our teens by busting on each other, to going out into the workforce and acquiring. What?
That's culture there, huh? Nice.
Giving you a little background music to talk.
That's too late. I'm ranting. That's not right. What is that? What was that culture? It was like just like I'm taking off my G-string or some shit in front of a fucking group of goddamn.
I think it was Color Me Bad. But anyway,
why do I come on this show? Why?
Because we love you, and we're men that talk about our feelings.
We are. From grandfather to son.
Remember, I don't talk about my feelings at all. I keep them inside and punch things later.
No, like Kit Harington here is conflating is how men express their feelings, because, well, actions speak louder than words. And if you had a really good dad, they would buy you something that your mom didn't want you to have because they knew you wanted it and liked it, like a bike or a skateboard or a BB gun or something. And that's how the dad's able to express, hey, I'm paying attention to what you like. I know you better than you know yourself. And this is how I'm communicating that information to you, because I don't have to say it. You should know I already know, but there's nothing wrong with me if I say it. And there's layers to that. There's a communication there that doesn't have to be spoken. But when it is, like, there's nothing wrong with it either. And he's just saying, like, no, it has to be spoken and the actions don't mean anything, which it doesn't really line up for me. It just feels very wrong. I mean,
and what bothers me too is men are allowed to, like, men can talk about their feelings if they want to, but he's making it seem like no, men are taught not to. That is bullshit.
No, we may be told. Well, we might be told, like, he's embracing his femininity. Some women have been around him, be just chirping into his ear about being more feminine. Now, look, men and women both have feminine and masculine attributes, all right? But usually one is more overwhelming than the other. So, like, I have no problem with someone getting in touch with their more emotional side, what is considered their more feminine side. That's no problem. But when you have a group of women sitting around you, not only telling you how horrible the patriarchy is and how bad men have been forever, and then trying to basically emasculate you by feminizing you more, you get dudes who think like this. Bitch made. Thank you.
Well, you're right. Toxic Man flew for $5. IR the fandom Venus Histories man Steve Walton #Brew Beware.
Oh my God,
you, my friend, thank you as always. You are too kind to this channel. The problem with people like this is that they think we need to recreate the complete history of men. Okay, it didn't start in World War II. Men have been this way forever. We get the job done. You do what you're supposed to do. And if you want to talk to your wife in behind closed doors in your bedroom, or if you want to talk to a therapist or a buddy, or I don't freaking care, an AA fucking meeting, that's fine. But you don't have to tell us we're doing it wrong, and that the Clint Eastwoods and the John Waynes of our past is not a role that should be out there. In fact, there should be more roles like that because we have lost that.
Well, let's put it this way: if men didn't ever express their feelings, we wouldn't have a species of 8 billion, and because men express their feelings in a way that women stick with them, right? And if a woman sticks with you, you're doing your job right.
Men also express their feelings in different ways than women do. We do it with body language. We do it with communicating with one another. We do it with progressing in our lives. We do it through action, logic. That's
Right.
It's two different ways of thinking.
We invented bowling so we could strengthen our fingers for women.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, we'll go with
I
that.
like that. Yes, thick fingers.
Right.
Okay.
I just look. Okay, I realize everybody in this world is different, right? All right, it doesn't matter. Even like all men are not universal, all women are not universal. Everybody's built differently, and I understand and respect that. But a majority of us, we communicate through certain traditionally masculine ways. What the hell is that?
You wanted more ranty music. I got you ranty.
No, dude. Iron Maiden.
Hey, listen. This is very angry music. See here.
That sounds like a emo goth vampire party.
That's some mid to late 80s.
Montage.
Terminator's
music.
coming. The Terminator's coming. Yes.
It's like montage music. Like I'm about to
You ever
work
seen the
out
movie
to fight
Rad?
that bully at 3:00.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to keep
I
reading
like
the
it.
article. All right.
All right,
Is that
keep
okay?
reading the article.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try and get through this now. We do not speak about how we feel because it shows weakness, because it is not masculine. Having portrayed a man who was silent, who was heroic, I feel going forward that is a role I don't want to play anymore. It is not a masculine role. He wants to be a gay dude.
I don't know what he wants to be. I'm so freaking confused, man. It just bothers me. What tell me this. What's unmasculine about any other man's portrayal, though? Like, he's making it seem like there's only one form of masculinity. And that, to me, that's sexist.
Right. I'm right with you, Scotty.
You know what I'm saying, Stephen?
It is not a masculine role that the world needs to see much more of. Harington was pretty adamant about the final season of Game of Thrones to be his swan song to the franchise back in December of 2018 when speaking to the BBC during his London stage production of True West. When asked if he's interested in coming back for a spin-off, would I want to go back and do more? Not on your life, he said. If, like me, you go all the way back to the pilot of Game of Thrones, it's almost 10 years of your life. That's really unusual for an actor's career. It was a huge
working
that family.
working for 10 years. Oh, sorry, Kit, that you had a solid job for 10 years and now you're treating it like crap, even though the show is crap. You're not supposed to treat it like crap. That's our job.
It's 10 years, bro. It's like a marriage that went bad. You know, it was a really great marriage at the beginning. He was getting a lot of exposure. The writing was good because it was somebody else's story. And then when the showrunners showed up and it all changed and went to shit, it was like an abusive wife. Now everyone's going to know me for this great show that went to shit. I kind of feel for him. Maybe he was made to feel like a bitch. Maybe that's it.
But not that role, dude. And also, this is the same guy who read the final script reading and cried during the scene where he killed Daenerys. So he's emotional. Okay, the dude is emotional.
No, I would be emotional. I think anybody would if you were working on a project for that long with those people, and then you're reading the finale. I mean, there's a difference when you're sitting.
Emilia Clarke is kind of hot, though. I'm just saying.
I know. Would you imagine not being able to see her again?
Dude,
daily?
I would catch a child support payment for that. Sorry.
She could get the honorary pimp breaker status too. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, really? You're just giving them out tonight, Dave.
We got two pimp breakers. Oh my God, two
pimp breaker status. I'm just saying.
Dmajini is showing his emotions right now.
I'm showing. Well, listen, I'm showing my toxic emotions because I'm not saying I'll be gushy. I'm saying they will be after I'm done.
In more ways than one.
Did somebody need a bath? That's what I say. Sorry.
All right. Harington has appeared in an episode of Criminal UK for Netflix, and will unite with Richard Madden, who played his brother Robb Stark on Game of Thrones, for the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 film Eternals. Ironically, Harington will play a medieval-themed Dane Whitman, a.k.a. the Black Knight, in a superhero film directed by Chloe Chow.
Chloe
Chow, thank you.
Right there. That sums it all up. He's bitching about a role where he plays a knight, and he says he's never going to do that again. Yet he's coming out in a movie where he plays the Black Knight.
Yes, but that knight is non-binary.
Oh God,
he feels better. Did I derail it?
You know, real quick, I always get really like confused. Well, not confused, but just kind of like makes me scratch my head when you say non-binary. But there's only two. You're actually saying that there's. You know, when you hear people say that there's more than one type of people or gender or whatever, but you say non-binary, but you're saying that it's two though. You're saying that it's two.
Oh my God, yes.
I get what you're
Holy
saying,
crap, I never even thought of that, dude.
You're saying that it's two.
No, it's like 60 something. There's 60 something of them.
Yeah, you're non. What is it? Pedoberry or Tedoberry? Like there's a Greek. No, it's Zeto. It's like Z-E-T-O-R-P-E-O.
Yeah.
So
what is that?
It's a denomination of that we use for like bytes and stuff. It's a ancient Latin version.
I'm confused.
Oh, wait,
I like women.
It's the other thing.
Look,
No,
I'm just being clear for you. I like women. I like boobs and booties and stuff. That's what I like.
Heterosexuals are not welcome here.
You know, I'm just saying. I like women like Gina Carano. Emilia Clarke. Yeah,
of course.
I'll take her too. Gal Gadot.
Yep.
You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot. Yeah, we that's him. Yeah.
Not that one.
I heard Cardi B
not that
single.
one, I'm sorry.
I heard Cardi B's gonna be single real soon too. Don't let me find
not
her.
that one for sure.
Not that one either.
Don't get it, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't knocking it. She's rich. Go get it.
Cardi B got that WAP, man. I'm just saying. I want to see what's up with that.
She's also talked about vagina healthiness.
It is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole.
You said some glory hole.
Cardi B is some glory hole, though. No, it is.
Wow.
Woo!
You're right.
I think we did enough toxic masculinity for them. I'm just saying. I don't know. We could go hard. We could go a little bit more. I'm just saying.
He's gone out of his way to come off as not a dude anymore. He's one of these little soy things that go to the coffee shop every day.
Like, why do you got to be like
Bothers
that,
me.
bro? Why can't you just come out? Like, why do you need to make a statement like that? If you're, if you are exploring feminist ideology or looking at feminine aspects of life or living, okay, that's you can do that and still be a man. Still respect yourself. That sounds like he doesn't respect himself, like he doesn't respect his ancestors, his forefathers, or where he came from. Just the natural conclusion of who he is as a man. There's nothing bad about that. There is a duality. That's why we are a binary sexual species. There is a duality. There's a difference of look and outlook, a difference of the way we grow up and feel things, the way that we translate things, and the way that we promote ourselves or progress ourselves. There's no need to be ashamed. Ladies, ain't no damn need to be ashamed of how you do your thing. Dudes, ain't no damn issue with how you do your thing. Screw all this divisiveness. Just understand that we are a different species. We can be equal and still be different. I think that's a problem a lot of people are having in a lot of different.
We're supposed to complement each other. I always say that. Men and women are supposed to complement each other. What I may not be great at, she should be great at, and what she may not be great at, I should be great at. And when we get together, it's like the fusion. Right. It's like Goku and Vegeta fusing and being able to take down anybody. That's what's supposed to happen when you meet your perfect significant other. You know what I'm saying? And not saying there's anything.
We're designed to fit together, so we should be working together.
And that's not saying. And again, to be clear, I'm not. If you play for the different teams, that's all you. That's all you. I'm just speaking for me. When I see a nice woman, that's I'm leaning towards. You know what I'm saying? And I will hope that when that woman that you were looking for, she feels the same way about you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should work, And even if you're into guys, girls, whatever floats your boat, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't be a competition.
Wow.
It shouldn't be a competition.
I imagine that gay relationships would be different, in ways that we heterosexual men wouldn't understand, but I don't think that the basics of complimenting a couple, complimenting one another. A woman should compliment a man should compliment a woman, in every way, right? And that's That's just how I see it. Like, there's no need to be divided or divisive or start calling out whatever. Look, the reason that we are where we at, the reason we live in a society that we do right now is because we recognized the disparages and the inequality of the past, and we've been making steps to move toward a better, more equal society. We've already been doing this, thank the gods. And so why would you want to call out people in a day and age when we have come as far as we have? There's still work to do. There's still shit we got to get done, but it's nowhere near as bad as we're being told or it's being projected by some people. And so why are we continuing to beat people over the head for societal norms 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever it is, when that is where we came from? And it is addition to where we are. That does matter in retrospect to where we are now. But where we are now is completely different from where we have been in previous generations. I don't understand this divisive nature, especially between the sexes. I mean, I just don't get it.
Well, okay. Setting all of that aside, it doesn't matter what partner you elect to have. I don't care.
We're all putting our gay cards out. We're not homophobic. It's okay. It's okay. No, I'm sorry, culture. That's what I did. It's not my bad. I'm sorry.
You just please.
You better watch out, man. You better find out where you work at, man.
Culture.
He gonna put a banana in your tailpipe, like Beverly Hills Cop 2.
I'm not gonna fall for no banana in my tailpipe.
So no, look. It doesn't matter. There are roles in whatever partnership you have with another person. It doesn't matter what that relationship is, and I don't care to put any names on any of those things. What I will say is this, relationships are supposed to bring you together. Your identity preferences are supposed to bring you together. Right now, all of those things are being used to divide, which I think is the whole point of everybody here today. And that has been causing an issue, whether it's man and woman or whatever particular identity you care to have. Those are the things that are being used to divide people, and they further are dividing them by creating all this other mumbo jumbo language that doesn't really exist, because we had to figure out how we could employ a bunch of gender studies graduates that have degrees that are completely worthless. So, and that's where all of this came from. This all came out of some baloney sausage 80s feminist crap. And we ended up with this intersectional feminism that really has done nothing but divide everybody on the planet.
Regardless. That gender studies degree is not worthless, actually, as long as you have people like the Gina Davis Institute and you have people like the Inclusion and Diversity at Disney now that are going to be injecting all their stuff in. You've got companies that are hiring people with those degrees. And the thing is, the divisive and those propaganda that is being espoused in those classes, the people that are being indoctrinated with those degrees and are being sent out to the workforce.
But Stephen, they will be removed from the workforce when they are found to be the reason that the materials are becoming invaluable, or not, becoming worthless.
I mean, like it's not just. I'm sorry, culture. It's not just.
That's okay.
This is the thing. This is the thing for me, right? It's not just the materials. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just going to get deep just for a second. Like, one of the reasons that I'm writing these books and that I'm really proud of people like Dmajini and the people in the Fandom Menace that stood up for us is that it was a counterculture to this kind of toxicity, this misinformation, like this complete misinformation that like the Star Wars fandom are a bunch of racists. What? I'm sure that there's probably a few running around. There's one in your neighborhood and you don't even know it. There's always going to be one asshole in every tribe. But
who are the racists in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood. Neighborhood. Who are the racists in your neighborhood? They're the racists that you meet each day.
But it's not just that. It's not just like, these properties, eventually failing, get woke, go broke, whatever, we can hope that happens. But it's what it's doing to society and how it's dividing people. And I think a lot of it has to do with actually abusing the mentally ill, the people that are unwell mentally or emotionally and need some kind of help. I think that a majority of them are the ones out there causing a lot of the chaos, or being prompted to say such horrible things and act in such certain ways on Twitter and social medias and in public. I think that what really scares me is the cultural division that's being created, the fracturing, the way
that's
from
the biggest thing.
That is really the biggest thing to me. And I see what these properties are being used to do, and that they facilitate this and they create these narratives. Like there should, right now, we should be able to assemble peacefully to protest things that we feel are unjust. Doesn't matter what it is. We should be allowed to do that. And right now, we're like, no one who really does want to be out there and say, hey, this is wrong, or speaking their mind can do it because of all these people that are whipped up and destroying our entire towns. Like right now in Kentucky, they put a curfew. What was it, in Louisville? I think they put a curfew down, and they brought the National Guard in. Like they're prepared, they're getting ready, they're boarding up windows. They're like, okay, we know that the rioters are going to come. Like that's insane to me. There's better ways to handle that kind of unrest, but the allowance of that happening, the funding of it by politicians, entertainers, and entertainments being used as a platform to validate those kinds of aggressive stances where there's no talk or debate. It is all action and just the conclusion of someone's bad feelings, them being able to get that out in a horrible way. That fracturing is what I am most concerned with, to be honest with you. And that's why I'm writing these books, because I think it's badass that a group of people in one corner of all this, just one corner of all this, geeks stood up together, had to stand up and voice their opinion and say, no, you're not going to use our Star Wars to do this. Like, you're not going to use it. You're not going to destroy something we love to use as a platform to preach division. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think everybody in the chat right now being together, and all of us on the panel, and everybody that we know right now in this whole big YouTube community we have, we're all doing that together. That's a beautiful thing. That's why I'm documenting it. I'm not trying to pitch my books, but I'm just saying that it's more than just these people destroying our modern myths. It has to do with the fabric of everything that is going on. All of these insane actions that are going on. We cannot allow things that are meant to unite us. Cheering for your favorite sports team. Talking about your favorite movies, getting involved in a TV show. These things shouldn't be things that divide us. They can create conversation, but they should be something that unite us. And we're really feeling the loss of that. The inability to stand around the water cooler and talk about last week's movie or last night's game, because the topics are not the game and not the movie. They're about social.
Right. And you have a woman like Tina here who says, I'm terrified for my nephew at school in the University of Louisville. And it's not just being terrified of what might happen there, but being a young man in a university these days, that's terrifying. That's terrifying because you're told you are the wrong type of person. We don't want young men. We want you to learn our way. But Louisville is a scary place right now. They're preparing for riots. Like, we no longer have law and order. It's just prepare for the riot. Hope they don't burn down your place. Hope they don't kill your family.
In some places we have law and order.
And no one's going to get in trouble. Yeah.
Listen, in some places we have law and order. We had riots, or we had protesting that led to some destruction in Wilmington, Delaware. I live right next to Wilmington, Delaware. But overall, we've had law and order. I live in a very diverse community. And we've been fine with each other, like this isn't everywhere. But if we let these voices that are not only supporting this chaos in the media, but people with large followings supporting this chaos in the media, or just flat out ignoring it, and if we allow entertainment properties and entertainers and the news media to just keep getting away with sending out a false message to the entire nation, then it's going to spread. And I think that is the intent. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I went deep.
Oh, it's scary. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're actually going to wrap it up in a minute because this is an hour and a half.
I'll take it.
Hour and a half show. But what do we got here, Culture?
Oh, this is from Fat Steven Seagal. This is Master Bruta, or G-string Master Bruta. See the G-string?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That is beautiful. Let's even blow it up a little bit more. That is fantastic. He's a wizard on memes.
A wizard.
A wizard of memes, brother. I love it.
He's my favorite.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. He's one of the greatest assholes of them all. Oh, you got more?
No.
Oh.
He was just saying no to be contradictory. That's all.
Yeah, you want to play a muted video, Culture?
Oh wow.
Wow.
He's really coming at you.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Everyone down. Everyone down. Be safe.
Hi, Thomas.
It's on now.
Oh, it's working.
I think it'd be wrecked. What about you? Do you want to go see You want to watch the Snyder Cut together?
No, I'd rather watch it with.
And then it goes out.
And then it goes out. Oh, I thought that was just
Oh,
me.
he muted himself.
I don't appreciate that.
This was promised to me first.
What?
My future ex-husband, right here. The only one. You're the only future ex-husband.
I don't want you though. I told you, I want orange.
You want what? I like it when you fuck.
You know what? I mean, maybe if you didn't shave off your, maybe if you didn't shave, but I would want you. Now you look like a baby. Now you look like a baby face. Like,
you know what?
You just look really weird when you shaved. So
You don't want me, Thomas? You don't want me?
Oh, Lord.
I took the
This
shirt
is
off for
so
you on
bad.
the stream.
This is so bad.
Steven, stop smoking weed on live stream, please.
Stop it. My eyes.
Snyder Cut together.
I can't
My
unsee that. I can't unsee that.
I just wish you could have saw Bear Nerd Fun's face when that just happened. He took it off screen, but he was like this.
Great. That's great. We'll meet it back for a minute. I gotta get a drink.
You guys would make a lovely couple.
I will forever hate you for that.
Speaking of making a drink, I'm going to finish this bottle tonight. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know
Thank
that
you,
stuff.
Steven.
That stuff is a hangover in a bottle.
It is.
Yes, it is.
The liquor. Yeah.
I have 2 liters of soda and Fireball.
Get down with us Saturday night, everybody, because that's where we're going to be.
Bro,
right, Culture? Why don't you tell
I
us
need
where to
holy
find-
water, a cross, and some other things right now because I think I need to be exercised. I need everything.
Oh, God.
That was fantastic, guys. Thank you. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. We're going to start with the Great Culture Casino. Tell them where they can find you, my friend.
I'm Culture Casino. I have a YouTube channel, Culture Casino. I also have a Twitter, Culture Casino. You can find me there making videos twice a week and doing 3 or 4 live streams. You can also find me on many other people's channels. I get to hang out with incredible human beings like my friend Script Doctor a couple of times a week on various channels doing wonderful things, including well, I guess now it's a 1990s, I think we're at 95 movie stream, the top 10 movies of that we articulate what our top 10 is for that particular year, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy that one.
And according to Christie's channel.
Yeah, according to Christie, exactly. Yeah, and I get to be on Scott's channel again for The Dump, which I just advertised here a second ago, which is hanging out with the same people. And every once in a while, I get to hang out with really cool people like Dmajini. So you need to go over to Dmajini's channel and subscribe if you're not, because not only is his content cool and he's a cool dude, he needs to get monetized. He needs to get to that level. So we need to get everybody
that done by my birthday.
Oh, hey, I'm behind that. I'm behind
2
that.
months.
I got your banner. I got your banner in as one that I'm cycling through that I do on my videos. A couple videos a week. I usually put 1 or 2 channels in. One or both of those videos. So yeah, you're gonna be one of my guys because I want to get everybody monetized.
Yeah, we're pushing you from now on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Where are you at right now?
Yep.
Where are you?
I am at. I was actually just. I need 11:07 hours. That's what I need. 1,100.
11:07 hours.
And I'm working. I looked at the analytics. I'm averaging about 600 a month. So, I mean, in 2 months that I could do it. If to keep the same pace, but I would like to get that faster. So that by the time I get my birthday's Thanksgiving weekend. So I would love to have be monetized to do my birthday stream with the monetization on Thanksgiving. That would be a beautiful thing.
This is what we're going to do, Dmajini. Everybody, tonight, before you go to bed, hit your mute button and then go to Dmajini's channel and hit play all. Just play all and just let it run. That's what you guys did for me. You got me monetized. That's what we did for Christie. We got her monetized. The Sporking News family will get you monetized. So please, guys, do it for him. You guys came up huge for me. You came up huge for Christie. Now it's Dmajini's turn. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're going to let Culture finish his little shindig thing, he says.
Okay, and then I mean, I could go on for 20 minutes because I'm almost Lorena Creole now.
I think she's a little prettier than you, brother.
Like
she's a little prettier than you. Just saying.
No. But I mean, just in the amount of channels I bounce around all the time. Yeah, she's really a lot prettier than I am. But yeah, no, I have like a spreadsheet to figure out where I'm going on any given night. So tonight I've got Whatever Wednesday over on Wes Moody's channel. But also after you're done running up the hours for Dmajini, who I think we need to get there as soon as possible, obviously. Do the same thing for my live stream because I'm short about 2,000 hours myself. So I would love to be able to. Oh yeah, but it's okay. And I tell you what, I had a big push by others, and I believe in the big push by everybody. So let's try and get Dmajini there. Let's try and get everybody we can as fast as we can, because YouTube keeps changing the rules, and they've changed the rules twice in the last 2 weeks, guys. Yeah. Twice.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
What is it exactly now? What is it now? You're losing the hours, but gaining that day from the year before. What is it?
Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen? If you get to your year anniversary, which I'm not close to, thank goodness, they start to sunset those hours, which means you have to get more viewing hours, right? That's what was happening to Christie. Yeah. And then the second part of that is that they are, well, obviously they're taking away subs. They did that live during the stream that Gary promoted Greta, and then of course a week later me. They were actually actively removing subscribers that were coming in, subscribing to her channel, and then to mine the following week. So it was nuts. Same thing happened to Jeff at the Geek Blend. So that's another guy we need to pump his hours too. But and then finally this week well, let me put it this way. If you are not monetized at this point, and you are not monetized by the 8th of October, you will have to reapply for monetization. You had the option to apply in advance, so that when you got there, it would shorten the cycle for you to get your approval, because sometimes it can take a month. Well, some of those hours are going to sunset if that's the case, if you're close. So like I said, there's all kinds of problems. They keep changing the rules. They did it again yesterday when they added in this age restriction thing, which is, I think, going to go into effect, if it hasn't already, very soon, which means that they will further reduce the monetization for the smaller channels, because you obviously have less eyeballs. So even if you are making money, you're going to make less. So anyway, I didn't mean to go off on a long diatribe, but just
that stuff is not going to affect any of the big access media channels at all. Or the Brie Larsons that jump in here with 100,000 just from the first minute she puts on is not. And I'm not knocking these people who do it, but the whole time is like they are. Look, all I want to say is like this here: all empires fall. YouTube, you keep playing this game, somebody's going to come out and be better than you. That's what happened to, remember that? It was this old thing, people forget, MySpace. Remember that place? MySpace used to be gangster until Facebook came along. And then Facebook is still kind of teetering on there, but once something comes out there that's going to blow them out of the water, it's going to happen. You can't keep doing the same thing you're doing and think it's going to work for you. Like, perfect example, what Lucasfilm did with Star Wars. Oh, we're just going to slap Star Wars on it and it's just going to be fine. No, you can't do that. You better make sure you put real Star Wars in there. But anyway, just to wrap things up, Dmajini, DMAJI, the pimp of the Fandom Menace. I do videos Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You see me on the Dark Council on Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I do a live stream with Saturday. I do a live stream by myself. Sunday, I do a live stream with Fatal J, called Keepers of the Force. And I basically, I'm on YouTube 6 days a week. Thursday is really the only day I don't put anything out. So I always have something popping for you 6 days out of the 7 days. And my last video I just put up for today was Mega Ray Gets Even More Perfect. Make sure you check that out. It's a pretty cool watch.
Sir. Yes, sir. If somebody's out there that can put it in the chat, please do. Guys, Dmajini is like a second waiver. He is one of the OGs.
Second? I'm the first.
He's first.
I am the first.
So we do consider you first wave, right?
Oh, God. Okay, I thought Dmajini is a founder of the Menace.
All right, my brother. First wave and he is not monetized yet. That's a crime. That's a crime. So let's make sure we do that.
It is a crime. Everybody should be arrested if they haven't subscribed. You should be arrested right now.
I hear that, brother. Thank you for being on the channel. I appreciate it. And we're going to finish with, we got Script Doctor. Script Doctor, sir, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on youtube.com/scriptdoctor and Twitter @scriptdoctorphd. I believe tomorrow I should be on the Pegasus Actual podcast with Drew Taylor over on Supreme Heretics channel, so be sure to check that out with myself, Culture Casino, author Stephen Walton, Nerd Cookies, Jayne Theory, and maybe a special guest. I do not know yet, but hopefully, we'll see you there. And in the meantime, please subscribe to everybody else on this panel. They're all wonderful people and deserve your support because they are earning it in spades.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, as always. You're a class act. Stephen Walton,
real
bring
quick,
us home.
To add to that, thank you guys who do stop by the Pegasus Actual podcast on Thursdays at 9 p.m. on Supreme Heretics channel. But Paul Hogan, who played not Paul Hogan, God damn it. I said Paul Hogan. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Isn't he the
Crocodile
Dundee?
Yes. Michael Hogan, who plays Colonel Ty, was in a very bad car accident recently. And
he bumped his head, and he thought it was nothing wrong with it, and it ended up being more serious.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Well, he had an accident recently. The family has a GoFundMe out there right now. If anybody has the chance to help him out or the inclination to help out his family, please think about doing that. I'm on tomorrow with Script Doctor and Culture on Supreme Heretics channel, and I'm then on Rogue Entertainment on Saturdays. Guys, I'm sorry, I've been working all day.
Right.
I'm on Rogue Entertainment on my channel and at 7 p.m. TR4 on Tuesdays at 6:30 for the Beginning of Your Phantom Menace Tuesday nights, right before the Dark Council. We stop about 15 minutes for the Dark Council launches. The best show on YouTube. Go check them out. And the High Council after that, or during the second half of the show on World Class Bullshitters channel. So go check them out. I love you guys. I'm so tired. Thank you guys.
We love you too, man.
The only reason
keep up the hard work, man.
The only reason
keep it up, my brother.
I wasn't going to be here, but Scotty texted me before this show started. Said, "Oh my God, Steven, help me!" I thought like nobody had showed up.
No, it's just that without you here, dude. It doesn't feel right to me.
Oh, thank you, brother. Dude, Scotty, thank you for being there. My best friend, who's been with me for over a year now, bro. We've been doing this for over a year.
Yeah.
For those of you who caught Scott and Final and Bear and I when we first kicked this game off on YouTube with one another, we are going to be bringing back once a month the Fourth Wave Classic. All four of us back together again, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Hail to everybody in the chat. Thank you for being there alongside with us, fighting for our modern mythologies. Check out Culture. Check out everybody on the panel. Subscribe to their channels. Let's get Dmajini's watch hours up. Couldn't do this without you. I am author Stephen Walton, the Phantom Menace historian. Your Phantom Menace historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other. Peace.
That's a beautiful thing. And shouts to Steven Seagal. He put another one up.
I mean, Gina's asking you to help. Gina's asking you guys to help. So please help Dmajini. Make sure you guys are subscribed to everybody here. Let's get Dmajini over in the next week. I say maybe week and a half. It took me for that.
That would be a beautiful thing, man. That'd be beautiful.
So we can do that, guys.
She has such a shiny face.
She does. Awesome. She has a beautiful face. So, guys, next time you'll see me is Saturday on Rogue Entertainment. And then after that, we will have our 9:30-ish dump. Please stop by and remember, be good to each other. Guys, put a spork in it. We're done.
Watch your ass.